Every month you watch money leave your account faster than you can blink, and it feels like it just vanishes into thin air. But the truth is that it's not disappearing, it's being redirected into something much bigger than you. Before you think your paycheck is getting swallowed whole by an invisible monster, pause and consider this. That money is actually working harder than you ever imagined. Right now, as you watch this video, the taxes you pay are powering the invisible machinery that keeps civilization standing. Think about your morning routine. The water that flows from your faucet is not magic. It's the result of purification plants, engineers, pipelines, and maintenance teams funded collectively through taxes. The road you drive on didn't appear because someone was generous. Someone had to design it, build it, and continually repair it, and they certainly didn't do it for free. Taxes are not just payments. They re-contributions to the world you rely on every single day without noticing. Imagine taxes as a massive investment fund where every citizen chips in based on their ability, and in return, everyone receives dividends in the form of public services. This is one of the oldest and most successful wealth distribution systems in human history, still functioning because society cannot survive without shared responsibility. Think of taxes as a mandatory membership fee to the world's largest cooperative, one that prevents societal bankruptcy. When you pay taxes, you're not just funding services, you're buying into a system that ensures the world doesn't collapse into chaos. You're funding educational institutions developing the workers and innovators of tomorrow, the very people who will shape the future economy. You're supporting defense systems that maintain national stability and shield markets from catastrophic threats. You're sustaining public healthcare networks that stop epidemics from spreading and tanking the entire economic system. You're powering the transportation infrastructure that keeps commerce flowing, goods moving, and cities alive. This isn't charity. It's extra strategic resource allocation on a scale no individual could ever achieve alone. Income tax is more than a deduction on your paycheck. It's an automatic investment into national development, public safety, and essential social programs. Sales tax functions like small microtransactions, quietly funding city operations and local services every time someone buys anything. Property tax acts as your stake in the community, supporting the infrastructure that protects property values and builds safe neighborhoods. Corporate taxation ensures that the very companies profiting from society's stability also support the ecosystem that allows them to thrive. From a financial perspective, these aren't just costs. They risk mitigation tools that protect you from disasters you couldn't survive alone. When hurricanes hit, when earthquakes strike, when fires destroy entire regions, emergency teams deploy instantly because taxes pre-funded those systems. If each individual had to pay for their own emergency response, the cost would be so astronomical that 99% of people would never survive a crisis. Taxes also create social safety nets that stop entire economies from collapsing during recessions. When people lose jobs, unemployment programs keep consumer spending alive, preventing total economic shutdown. Retirement systems ensure aging populations keep buying goods and services, stabilizing markets that might otherwise fail. Taxes are the silent stabilizers that keep society from swinging into chaos every time something goes wrong. Here's something most people never realize. Some of the most profitable technologies in history were created because of taxpayer money. The internet, GPS, modern medical research, aerospace innovations, all funded initially by public investment. Your smartphone contains dozens of technologies originally built with tax dollars, and those innovations generated trillions in global economic value. Let us talk scale so you understand why taxes exist. Building just 1 mile of interstate highway can cost millions of dollars. One emergency response vehicle can cost over $600,000 before it ever hits the road. A modern hospital can cost billions to build and requires enormous ongoing funding to function. There is no universe where individual citizens could fund these things separately or privately. Pooling resources isn't optional. It's the only financially efficient model that keeps society functioning. Some argue the system should be pay as you go. Pay only for what you personally use. But if that were reality, education would become a luxury for the rich. Infrastructure would crumble everywhere except wealthy neighborhoods, and healthcare access would depend entirely on cash in hand. That level of inequality would destabilize the entire economy and spark an endless chain of financial crises. Markets can only flourish in stable societies, and taxes maintain that stability. They aren't theft. They're the subscription fee for civilization itself. Without taxes, dreams of financial independence collapse into financial chaos. Every time you see a deduction on your paycheck or an extra percentage on your receipt, you're seeing your share of society's investment portfolio. Road construction, emergency readiness, school systems, public health, environmental protection, all of it funded silently through taxes. They're the foundation on which your ability to thrive financially is built. Paying taxes. IST, just following the law. It is participating in the largest cooperative investment strategy humanity has ever created. It is acknowledging that personal wealth means nothing in a broken society without systems that protect and enable prosperity. Without taxes, courts fail, police fail, hospitals fail, and supply chains collapse, making money itself worthless. The truth is simple. Taxes aren't a burden on your financial life. They're the reason it can exist at all. They keep societies stable, economies liquid, and opportunities within reach for millions. Strip away the tax system, and everything you depend on stops functioning immediately. And that's the real reason taxes exist. Not to drain you, but to protect you. Thank you for watching Limitless. Help the channel, subscribe, and leave your like.